I definitely feel that a lot of you guys are talking about, taking a relationship to the next level, as well as, potentially getting married. And I do feel for a lot of you, marriage is greatly, greatly indicated for the second quarter of the year. So that is going to be April, May, and June, with May greatly indicated and June greatly indicated for a lot of you. And, it is also your birthday time as well. So I feel like a lot of people, that might be coincidental or it might not be. So I definitely feel a lot of celebrations coming through for you, a lot of family reunions as well. But there's definitely some major, major talks about taking a relationship to the next level, not wanting to commute the distance to see a significant other, or you might, both decide let's get serious with one another. Let's move in together, and then let's just establish and incorporate each other into one another's family unit. So it looks very, very successful. For a lot of you on the work front, I do feel that you might have felt that a previous work environment was very, very restrictive, and it doesn't bode well with you, or it doesn't jive well with your energy. So you want to seek employment opportunities elsewhere, potentially relocating for employment opportunities in a different country or even in a different geographical location. You have learned all the skills that you need in order to leave that previous employment opportunity. I do sense that, once we stay in a place and we have learned all there is to know, it is in our best interest to move on and learn something else, or learn a different skill, or just, leave that environment for something else. So it's sort of like, I feel you have outgrown your place of employment, and a lot of you are looking for new opportunities, and you're keeping yourself very open-minded. And I do feel that, for the past 3 years as well, a lot of you have been dealing with a little bit of a financial instability, or even, fears when it comes to financial lack. But moving forward, I do feel you're showing up here as the Knight of Pentacles. So you have that financial foundation. You know that you can land another job without a problem. So you're moving forward in a very positive manner, and you're not going to be dragged down by, this sense of financial lack, mental lack, or you're not going to let those fears that have kept you in a miserable workplace environment in the past, you're not going to let those fears affect you. So a lot of you are coming into the first quarter of the year in a very beautiful energy, in a very empowering way. And it's kind of like you're, swinging the doors wide open and telling the world in a subtle way, not screaming to the world, but telling the world, here I am. This is what I have to offer. And I know that I can be successful. So it is a very, very stable, beautiful energy. And it's not egotistical. So I do sense that a lot of you are just starting this year with a lot of hopes, a lot of aspirations, and you're going to be able to achieve them. Now, coming in for the second part of this year, it is the continuation of the same types of energy, but it is shifting into the relationship sector, okay? So the first 3 months was about rebuilding a work foundation, and it is about landing that perfect work. The second part of this year is more relationship oriented. And I do feel for a lot of you who are thinking about marriage, this is when it comes in. And I do feel for a lot of you, it might be with a water sign and an earth sign, okay? I feel like very strong earth signs coming through for a lot of you. But there is also, a romantic interest, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For those of you getting married, it is most likely with another earth sign, because the Hierophant is showing up to the next to the Knight of Pentacles, which indicates to me some type of escalation in the relationship, and also taking the relationship to the next level. I do feel as well, for a lot of you, we do have the Ten of Cups here. This is the month in which that whole, concept of emotional happiness is like the culmination of everything in our lives that make us really, really happy, joyous, and just ecstatic. Okay, it is the card of ecstasy, achieving everything that you've hoped and desired. So, and you have the Victory card. So it's just the second quarter, April, May, and June, are going to be bountiful times for you, and you're going to be so happy. So I definitely feel all the people that are showing up here. We have the Page of Rods, King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. They're all showing up in the upright position. They are there to help you. They are there to lend their emotional support, first of all. They're there to guide you in the right direction, or at least brings fun and excitement into your life. And they're also there to give you intellectual expertise, guidance, consultation, and, just overall, it's a very good energy. All the people in the upright position, you're being supported. You're getting a lot of success and a lot of emotional fulfillment coming through. And that is going to play out as well on the work sector, where whatever work situation has been problematic, especially in March and February, they're going to turn around all for the better. And I do feel stall communication and things like that coming in for February are being cleared up, or, you have an opportunity to clarify misunderstandings with another person. So you're going to be in a very good environment right now. I also feel that, let me try to flush out this message, because I do feel that it is significant, but I'm trying to see how, in what aspect it is going to play out. I do feel, so this is specifically for a very small minority of you, okay? When it comes to family relationships, I do sense that this is, if you've had a long-standing battle with somebody, a family member from the past, and you have never, ever, ever been able to, reconcile that relationship, or you have never been able to fix it, I do feel that you're going to come into this year at least finding a way to navigate one another without causing emotional rifts in the relationship, or you're going to, it's basically like a truce. This is how I am. It might not jive with how you are, but we are going to have to work together, and we're going to be okay. For a lot of you, it is a significant family relationship, like a mother, father. Father is indicated here, excuse me, and also a brother. For a lot of you, this can be somebody in the work front, and I'm sensing there is a little bit of an age difference. Whoever this person shows up in your life, I do feel that the relationship itself has been a struggle, and it might have been a struggle starting in early this year, or just throughout your life. So it's somebody that came in this year, or somebody that has been around for quite a few years, and you're able to reach a truce, and you're starting to realize, and they themselves are starting to realize, that there's no point in trying to fight things, okay? So you're in a very, very good place right now for a lot of you. I also feel as well, for Geminis, coming in for the third quarter of this year, so this is going to be July, August, and September. There is a lot of busy work energy, and I feel that for a lot of you who are looking for new work opportunities, you are sending out resumes. I feel that you're fixing things up and delivering them. So you're doing something, and I feel like for a lot of you who might be dealing with creative projects where you're working with your hands in order to create something, you're working very, very diligently throughout the night to meet a deadline. And I do feel that, there might have been some type of whatever the initial amount that you were supposed to, churn out, they're upping the amount. So you're getting a lot of good feedback, which means that your services are in high demand. However, you can't handle the logistics on your own. It is really important for you to take on a partner. And I do feel that you are going to encounter somebody who is very, very like-minded, who is very creative, who's very just and righteous. And this is going to be a very good relationship partner for you as well. For a lot of you, you might have a partner in the form of a Libra, okay? For a lot of you too, there might be some legal issues coming through when it pertains to a contract, when it pertains to some type of property as well. And I do feel for a lot of you, it is just legal paperwork, okay? So this can be starting a new job, merging your company with another person, taking on a partner. and or even selling, you know, major properties is what major selling, like a big item, like a car, an estate, a plot of land, is just a very big sale or a very big purchase, and as a result of it there is some type of contract coming through. I don't feel that you're in trouble in any way, and once again the third quarter is also a very good continuation of the very beautiful, lighthearted, you know, emotionally gratifying energy. So a lot of you are in a good place right now. For those of you who are thinking about, you know, wanting to, I'm sensing here incorporating a love partner into the work environment. So this can be, you know, meeting somebody during April, May, or June, and then realizing that, oh, they work in the same field, so maybe I should, you know, not only offer them a love relationship, but also a work partnership, because I know that I can trust them. So it is a beautiful energy. It is full of lighthearted, you know, the decisions coming through are very major, life-changing decisions and events. But I do feel you have proper support from those that you love and people around you, where you are going to breeze through it. Okay, so while there is a lot of work, you are being helped, and you are just feeling very ecstatic and very on top of the world. So Geminis, you do have such a beautiful spread. You have such good cards, and you know, the energy is so smooth, and it's just it's so heartwarming and heartfelt, and I feel like this is something that you've needed for quite some time. It's sort of like you finally find a place that you belong, and you don't mind staying there and building a life for yourself. So a lot of you might have started out the year wanting to find this place of peace and tranquility and comfort, and you are going to be able to achieve it very soon. As soon as I feel, you know, the spring equinox comes in, like around the middle of March until April. That's when things turn around, and it is in such a positive light. So coming in for the last quarter of the year, we do have you starting out as the Page of Swords, which is basically learning a new skill, and this is doing preliminary research in order for you in an area that you're not comfortable with, in order for you to formulate a plan. Okay, and I do sense for a lot of you this might be, you know, opting for self-employment opportunities, opting for a business license with a new partner, opting for, you know, buying, I feel that for a lot of you, it could just be finding a location in order for you to start a business, or finding a way to incorporate your knowledge and make it into a self-employed business, self-employed venture. So you're thinking about working from home. A lot of you are thinking about, you know, how you can make this come to fruition, because this is an area that you feel like you might not have the expertise in, but instead of consulting somebody, I feel like you want to do the research yourself, you want to lay the groundwork for yourself, and you want to just find out for yourself. That way you know if this is indeed something that you want to do. And for a lot of you, I do feel as well, if you are, you know, engaged by the very beginning of the year and not married, I do feel that the ring shopping, or the whole process of event planning, all the luxurious things that are coming into the picture, and, you know, forming this union is possibly coming through the very end of the year for a lot of you as well. So if you haven't gotten married the beginning of the year, I do feel for a lot of you this is the upping the commitment as well. Okay, and I do feel it might be with the same person. So it's upping the commitment and taking things to the next level. And this is something that is giving you cold feet, but you are embracing it, and you're realizing that it is making you a better person. So you're not going to shy away from it. I do feel as well for a lot of you, there is, you know, there are plenty of opportunities for travels, but you're going to have to forego them, mainly because you have a lot on your plate. You have plans and projects. nearing completion, and you're thinking about travel. So don't get yourself distracted. Don't think too much about faraway lands when you've got when you've got a lot of responsibilities on the practical front that you need to take care of. So I would say delay any trips. If you must take a trip, do it in before the first half, do it during the first half of the year. And if you absolutely must take a trip, I would say that August and September would be favorable. Anytime during the last quarter, you are going to be pushing up against a lot of responsibilities and time constraints, okay? And you're also not in the right frame of mind to plan things in a logical way. So, because I feel like a lot more research, whereas, executing plans it's really not happening right now. A lot of you as well are looking at your past, and there might be a new relationship partner coming through from September onwards. And I do feel that in September, the relationship might have just been very casual. And then you're realizing that, you have very strong feelings for this person, and you're thinking about them all the time, and you can't get them out of your mind. And you're thinking to yourself, is this love, or is this just something else? So I feel like that childlike energy is coming back into your life, and a lot of you are trying to find a way in which both of you can be together. But I do feel that the solidifying of this new relationship, if it just came in September, if it came in around September, a new relationship, I don't feel it is going to be taken to the next level until 2017, because I do feel that there is an element of geographical distance and also life differences in, life paths coming through for you and the other person. So either way, it is going to be a very, very beautiful, blissful year for a lot of you guys, Geminis. I do wish you the best. And I do feel that the overriding energy for this year is that things are very stable and things are just very blissful. And the danger here is that you might let real world responsibilities fall on the wayside. So, try to keep on top of things, have to-do lists like by the month, so that you are on top of your obligations, so that you can enjoy life without having worries, okay? So it is going to be a much needed break of a year that is going to be very therapeutic for you. And it is a very beautiful energy full of love, passion, emotional support.